Today, I'm going over 15 things you need for your next camping trip this summer 2023. Be sure to stay until the end of the video because I'm sure you'll learn something new. Alright, what's up everybody? My name is Jack Billings, CEO and founder of Shedknives. Like I said, today we're going over the top 15 things you need for your next camping trip this summer. I have to say it's a bit warm out today. Thankfully we have a nice little breeze to keep the heat away. We have the beautiful birds chirping in the background, I'm sure you can hear, so just a lot to be thankful for. So I thought, gotta get outside. This is a great time to go camping, and you guys have to know what to bring. So let's get into it with point number one. Number one, we need a reliable camping knife. Personally, I like fixed blades. That's what I make. So just a reliable camping knife is definitely something you need to bring with you. You can have all sorts of gear in the world, but if you can't get yourself out of a situation or to survive and thrive in a situation that could be life-threatening, then what is that gear there for? And very important to have one with you. And yeah, so definitely grab one of those if you don't have one. And if you want to add another to your collection, check out shedknives.com right there. Click the link there or in the description. Number two, we need a lightweight tent. This is really good, specifically the summer camping tents. Those are very important. When you go to check what type of tent you're buying, let's say we're going to Cabela's and we're buying a tent, you need to see if it's going to say fall or winter on the tent or if it's going to say spring and summer. You want the spring/summer tent if you're camping in the summer, because otherwise it's going to be even hotter in there. Number three, you need a sleeping bag and sleeping pad or cot. So once again, look out for the sleeping bags that say spring and or summer on there. Those are going to be very helpful. They're going to keep you cool, but also keep you warm enough in those cold summer nights. Yes, it does get cool, especially where I am here in Delaware. It gets pretty chilly during the night, but during the summer it gets very hot. So you need to look out for that. Also, a sleeping cot or a pad, something you can put on the ground, is nice. I like cots because it sits me up a little bit above the ground, gets some airflow underneath me, and my gear can go under the cot as well. Now, if you're hiking, a cot probably isn't what you want, but if you're camping on the beach, for example, that's what this list is really for. You're driving to a campground, then you'll want to bring one of those cots. Number four, you need a portable camp stove. These can be as small as something that fits in the water bottle compartment of your backpack, or it can be something that you bring a trailer for. So just some type of camp stove is great, so that way you can cook your food, heat stuff up. Just always great to have a nice warm meal, especially in those cool evenings. Number five, you need a multi-tool. Yes, a fixed blade is great, definitely need one of those, but you can put a screwdriver, Phillips head, all these other things inside a multi-tool, so that's always great to have as well. Number six, you need a portable water filter. If you're going to bring your own water, great, but if you'll be hiking or venturing off from the camp, one of these is great, because if you come across a river, you need to fill up your water bottle. You're going to need to filter that. Number seven, definitely bring a headlamp or a flashlight. You can even bring both. That would be ideal. And that's because it gets dark, especially in the woods. And yes, there's a lot of light pollution. I know in the area, I'm sure you can hear that plane right there. There's all sorts of light pollution and just traffic, but it can still get pretty dark. And if you're camping in places that aren't a lot of people, it's going to get really dark, especially if it's cloudy and those stars can't come out. It's going to be very helpful there. Number eight, bring some camp chairs and a table. There's nothing worse than going to hang out with friends during a camping trip and realize you forgot your chair. So bring a chair, if you're gonna have other people with you, make sure they know to bring a chair, and also bring a table. It's always nice. You can bring a deck of cards and play on the table. So just stuff like that. So it's nice to have. Also good for eating meals. Number 9, camping cookware and utensils. Once again, great to have. It's one of those things that you can either bring a full set of, or you can bring like a little multi-tool with your spork, your knife, all that stuff in there. So those are nice to have. Number 10, if you want to be fancy, bring your portable solar charger. If you don't have one of those that kind of hangs off your backpack, or you can just lay on the grass, just bring a battery pack. Either one of those will work. Number 11, this should honestly be like number 2 or number 1 here. First aid kit. You can't go wrong with a first aid kit. Always got to have one of those. You never know what you're going to get yourself into or what someone else is going to get into. So having a first aid kit is great to have. Also, most first aid injuries, or most injuries, are assessed by the person who they got hurt. So, for example, I cut myself with my own knife on my leg. Complete accident. I had to take care of myself first before I could go get assistance. So most of the time, it's going to be on you, so be sure to have a first aid kit with you. Number 12, oh my goodness, it is summer. There's all sorts of bugs out. You gotta have insect repellent, bug spray, sunscreen, all that stuff. Now, if the bugs don't get you, great, but I know for me and where I camp, there are all sorts of bugs, mosquitoes. If you're going to be camping anywhere near water, probably going to have some mosquitoes. So you gotta bring some bug spray. That will also minimize how much itching you're doing. Let me tell you, if you get a ton of mosquito bites and you're just itching all day, you cannot enjoy yourself, and you definitely won't enjoy the camping trip. So bring some insect spray or some bug spray, and that'll definitely work wonders for you. Number 13, camping hammock. Bring a hammock. There's all sorts of companies that make them. You can get really cheap ones, you can get really expensive ones, but at the end of the day, there's nothing really better than just hanging out, taking a nap, chilling in your hammock out with a nice breeze. So always nice to have that. Just prop it up between 2 trees and you're good to go. Number 14, fire starters and lighters. If you're old school and you want to use flint and steel, great. You can also bring some dryer lint. That's a pro tip there. Bring some dryer lint to help start those fires. But bringing fire starters, lighters, anything like that just kind of helps get the camping trip going. Especially if you're going to have wet wood, bringing a fire starter of some nature would be helpful. And last but not least, number 15, outdoor games and entertainment. Bring something to stay busy, bring something to stay active, like a frisbee. It can be something simple like that. Bring some baseball gloves, stuff like that. Just you can get out, have fun. If you're camping with a few friends or family, you guys can break off and just have a good time. So those are always great. Some of my best camping experiences included some games that we brought along with us, like a frisbee, for example. Throw it right in your backpack, break it out at the beach, break it out at an open field, and you're having a good time. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 15 points here. I'll pop them up on the screen here so you can write those down if you haven't already. If you like knives, be sure to check out shedknives.com. We have a beautiful collection of 2023 models I highly encourage you to check out. You can click the link in the description. But if you like knife videos, I also encourage you to hit the subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate it if you did that. Post all sorts of outdoor related videos, knife content, reviews, stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.